are you?
No.
Don't look at that negative 55.797. You're saying 3.166 yards, right? Let me repeat this again. You can use this as a template. You could do every problem this way. For every increase, you can always use 1 in that direction. Because then when rise over run, we're saying rise over run. For slope, you've heard that before. The rise is 3.166. The run is just a what? 1. So you go, oh, can I always use a run of 1? Sure. Sure you can. Right? Is that okay with that? T, it does? So it's like, all right, for every increase of 1 mile per hour in club speed, the estimated, there's my y variable, will increase 3.16. The key words are these words increases, right? So and before I go on and do a letter E, I want you to be exceptional at this, especially in a testing scenario. So can we talk about how would you write this out if the line went down?
Decrease.
All right? Oh, that's good. So let's make an example, everyone. We'll go off to the side in our notes. I know this is letter D modeling this. Can I erase that? Yeah? All right. I'm just going to go off to the side and let's just pretend right here, and I'm just going to make something up. Because I saw something like this in the book. Ready? Let's say you had this. Y hat equals negative 2.3x plus 93.1. All right? Let's just say you had that. Y hat equals negative 2.3x plus 93.1. And you go, what is this talking about? What's the relation here? In this problem, everyone, x is, you're going to laugh, the number of days absent for a student. All right? So x is the number of days absent. The y is the student's grade. I'm writing this kind of low, so I'll make sure when I repeat this, everyone can hear this. In this case, I'm just making up a little example right here. Let's say x is the number of days absent for a student, and y is the student's grade in the class. And someone looked at this relation. How did students do that showed up to class all the time, and some of the students that missed like 15 days? And someone actually saw a linear relation in one of their classes, or just a bunch of classes combined. But if you and I had to interpret this slope, we notice it's what? Negative. Now, do you agree that means the line would go down this way?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now, the good news about the triangle is you can still run to the right. You can still run to the right, okay? You can still run to the right. So when I start out the problem, now when I'm going to interpret, can I erase the top part?
Mhm.
So we'll just interpret the slope for this one. I can still start out with this for this problem. I'll get this out of the way. I'll get all this out. Interpret the slope for every increase of 1, but what was x? What was x in this problem?
Negative 2.
There's our triangle. We're like, this was 1, but x was days absent. So when this is 1 day absent, I got to talk about this slope. For every increase of 1 day in absences, or you can just say 1 day absent, for every additional day that a student's absent, the estimated, what word?
Grade.
All right, student's grade. I like it. Student's grade. For every increase of 1 day in absences, the estimated student's grade, what does it do though? See?
Decreases.
There you go. I can't say increase. We all know it drops, right? Do you want to use the word drops? You can. But I heard decrease. I like that word. Will decrease, how many points?
2.3 points.
Decrease 2.3 points. Does everyone follow me? So that's if you want to practice some problems out of the book and you're like, oh, but the slope's nice. All right, that's how we interpret. And welcome to statistics. This is what we do. We use technology, absolutely, to facilitate the tedious calculations to come up with this stuff. But you and I discuss this in terms of our problem. So if you go out and do your own real life problem, you can do the same thing. And we talk about what we have, but sometimes we got to make sure, well, is my R value good enough? Is my linear correlation good enough? Cool? So when we got out to letter D, next class, We're gonna move beyond D. I'm gonna do another E and an F and a G and an H and all that. Does that sound good? Hey, have a great weekend. Super job today.
Test is on Thursday, right?
What's that?
The test is next week, right?
That's right, and if you look at that, remember we have to move every test back one day? So, Liz, the next test is Thursday next week, cool? A week from today, next test. Only goes up to 4-2.